It's Paul Slackers, Good News Planet. I'm speaking to Patricia Richardson. Hi, Patricia. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Great. She's an Emmy nominee, and she supports a campaign for Rare Disease Day awareness. And we're also with Ty Spargo. Hi, Ty. How you doing?
Hello, good. Thank you for having us.
Great. You're the Assistant Director of Communications for NORD, N-O-R-D, National Organization for Rare Disorders. And we have some timely new information about the challenges facing patients and families. So I think first, Ty, give us an idea. What is NORD, and then tell us about rare diseases. What is that? And I know, Patricia, your family has been affected by that. So
Yeah.
what is a rare disease?
A rare disease is a disease with less than 200,000 cases. There are nearly 7,000 of these conditions. So when you take them all together, it's about 1 in 10 people who's living with one here in the United States, or about 30 million Americans. And NORD is an organization who is a voice for the rare disease patients, but one of the things that we do is provide services of education, patient advocacy, small research grant program, and find ways to help bring patients together to show them that they're not alone, even though they may feel isolated because their condition is a small patient population and they may not know anyone else living with their condition.
And Patricia, how'd you get involved?
My dad had a rare disease called PSP, progressive supranuclear palsy. The only famous person you've ever known that had it is Dudley Moore. We didn't know what he had for years, and he was misdiagnosed. And by the time he was, I hadn't thought, because it was a rare disease, I didn't think to go on the internet and look for a patient support group. And then it was sort of too late for it to really be of help. But after his death, I became very involved with Cure PSP, which is the patient support group for PSP, CBD, MSA, some other brain disorders. When I got involved with Cure PSP, we got a bunch of help from this organization, National Organization of Rare Disorders in Washington. And that was how I came to be involved with them. They really helped our organization in Washington when we were, there's something called the Compassionate Care Allowance Program with the Orphan Drug Program, and that was how I came to know them. They were absolutely terrific with our organization, and I learned more about them. And there's only something like 200 patient support groups, and then that leaves thousands of diseases that aren't covered by a patient support group. And so NORD can fill in with those patients, and they've been able to connect patients to other patients who have similar symptoms, and doctors with other doctors who compare notes on patient symptoms, and those patients with, and doctors with pharmacological companies that need people for clinical trials, and legislators, and with, as she says, alone we are rare, but together we're strong. And so 30 million people have power, and 30 million people also makes the individual who's feeling alone with something scary feel less alone.
Patricia, obviously you're passionate about this, and it's hit your family. Was there, because you said it was misdiagnosed, what do you think about second opinions? A lot of times people say,
second opinions, third opinions, fourth opinions. That's the problem with rare diseases, is that they are not understood even by neurologists. It's taken us, I've been involved with PSP almost 10 years, and one of our big educational programs has been to educate neurologists to recognize it. And that's what NORD does. NORD is also educating doctors about diseases. That's a big thing patient advocacy groups do. They don't just educate patients and families, they're educating doctors to recognize diseases that we do know about. A lot of the times, the doctors have to be sort of catch up so that they are not misdiagnosing so much.
So there is actually a day, Rare Disease Day. Ty, tell us about that and how people can get involved.
Sure. So Rare Disease Day is celebrated internationally in over 80 countries. And here in the U.S., the easiest way to get involved is to visit rarediseaseday.us. And there's many ways that you can find to help get involved and to help spread awareness for the challenges that individuals are dealing with day to day, because we think that everyone knows someone who has a rare disease.
And I see here, join the conversation. I'm looking at the website, handprints
Yeah, I see you got
across
there.
American Gallery. Well, what is that?
So the Handprints Across America Gallery is a project that we've done the last 3 years now. We're just asking people to take a photo of themselves holding up the Rare Disease Day logo, or wear a t-shirt or whatever it is, and we post these pictures to show that there are patients all across the country, that it's all different ages that are affected, that there are all these people who really are coming together to say that they support rare diseases and to tell their story.
And Patricia, where do you think we can go from here? How can the world learn more about these kinds of things?
Well, as you say, knowledge is power. The more you know, the less you feel frightened. And the more you connect with other people, the less lonely you feel. And I'll tell you, the internet is of such incredible, that has made such a difference, for all the people that, for people who are isolated in their homes and ill. The first thing I did with my father was get him a laptop. That was the first thing I did when he ended up in bed. And this is what, go to rarediseaseday.us. It will have there's so many resources, as you can see, to find out, other people that can help you, other people that have what you have, education about your disease, connections.
Well, you said there's over 200 or so rare diseases, and that's a serious amount.
7,000 rare diseases.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
7,000. You're right. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah.
7,000 rare diseases. That's a heck of a lot of lack of, knowledge for a lot of people. So it's a good thing. Last question then. What's good news for each one of you?
Well, I guess the good news for us is that, for me personally, it's seeing the growth of these organizations and how many patient organizations and support groups are just mushrooming all over the country. For us, with Cure PSP, we have support groups, individual support groups everywhere now. And to see the growth of NORD, I've been involved now in both for years, to see the growth of both of these organizations is amazing to see what they're doing.
And Ty, what's good news for you?
Good news for me is that science is finally starting to really accelerate, so we can hope to see more treatments coming out in the future for these diseases.
Okay, very good. Well, actually, I saw the number. The number is 200,000 people are affected, right?
Less than 200,000 is the number to be considered a rare disease in the U.S. There are 7,000 rare diseases which affect 1 in 10 Americans, and NORD has about 200 plus member organizations who focus on specific diseases.
But if you put all that together, it's 30 million people have rare diseases.
That's unbelievable. And just to think that there's 7,000 rare diseases.
Isn't that weird?
Growing.
I was really shocked by that.
All right. Well, thank you. It's this kind of outreach and caring and love that you're sharing that will help the world, as you say, be more educated about these kinds of things, and hopefully will help save some people. Thank you so much for sharing good news with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Claire?